One of the only picks you could point to, and you want to nitpick Brad Holmes about, could or maybe still is a guy named Jameson Williams.
Mm-hmm.
However, we've been on the up and up. I think we have higher expectations for Jameson Williams this year, and so does Dan Campbell. Pete, you mind playing the clip?
There again. All right, so we started this thing, back in April, and you got phase 1 for a couple of weeks. Then we've been on the grass for 3 weeks in phase 2, which has been routes on air and fundamentals and individual and doing all this, and then we're 2 practices in. And if you said, give me one player that is the most improved from that start to finish in that time, J-Mo would be that guy right now. All right, he is a man on a mission, and it's.
Here's the thing, too, is so here's Jameson Williams. This is also a quote from Justin Rogers. But the thing is, so Dan Campbell was asked specifically at some point in the press conference, and he's asked, what is it specifically that J-Mo's increased at? What was he gotten better at? Everything. Mm-hmm. Everything. And again, this is the one guy you could have pointed to it throughout the Brad Holmes regime, drafting-wise, that you were like, what happened with this one here? But it takes time to develop sometimes. And J-Mo really hasn't. I won't say he's been given a fair shake because some of the stuff he's been responsible for in terms of the gambling suspension, and he did come back a little bit early. However, the flip's been switched. We saw it a little bit last year in the back half of the season, and then following into the NFC Conference Championship game, 2 touchdowns of that one of them being the final closing minute, if not seconds, of that game to just give yourself an opportunity. And on top of that, too, he spoke himself, and I wasn't able to cut this one out for you, Pete, but he talked about just maturing, just in himself. Not doing things his way. He said at the collegiate level, you kind of just hop in, you kind of do whatever you want when you're that talented. At the NFL, it's much like we talk about with Ben Johnson specifically. He'll line up and he'll give you the same look 13 different times. Well, he'll run 13 different plays out of it to the point it's driving defensive coordinators to the brink of insanity because they don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay, we've seen this lineup before. They're probably doing this. No, it's something else every other time. J-Mo's finally getting in the hang of that. He's also talked about just slowing himself down a little bit. In terms of and we talked about this, I think, when we had Pete Bukowski on too. Mm-hmm. He's trying what's J-Mo done? What's J-Mo done? He has learned the nuance of route running. He has learned little pockets where you can find yourself open. He has the perfect guy to learn from that too, and Amon St. Brown.
Yes, he does.